There's a truth that people often seek the light of comfort and ease. But have you ever wondered what the secret is that allows some individuals to overcome their limits, to accomplish challenging tasks without hesitation? Perhaps you've found yourself in a situation where you are highly motivated to conquer a task, but just a few days later, that flame weakly fades away, hidden in the ashes of discouragement. Or you feel powerless, seeing others around you setting extraordinary goals, like reading 75 books a year or writing dozens of books, while you still struggle with the first pages of a book you opened last month. If your answer is yes, I want you to know that you're in the right place to find your answer. Now, if you are new here, please like the video and subscribe. Statistics show that only 15% of my audience is subscribed to the channel, so if this content has helped you in any way, I ask you to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Now, let's start this transformative journey together. Are you ready? According to the renowned psychologist Lisa Feldman Barrett in her article for the New York Times, she states that exhaustion and discouragement are not signs of weakness, but expressions of the brain being challenged. Remember the last time you tried to solve a difficult problem by pushing yourself beyond physical limits? What was the feeling afterward? Challenging work often makes us feel terrible, and we tell ourselves we will never do this again. It's too hard. However, it is precisely at that moment when we begin to seek comfort by avoiding the challenges that really matter. In today's video, we will explore a series of infallible lessons to trick your brain, not through deceit, but through understanding and applying principles through which we can learn to face and overcome difficulties, transforming seemingly insurmountable challenges into solid steps on the journey of personal development. Let's begin this journey with 5 rules to discover the secret of hacking the brain to carry out challenging tasks and ultimately find the hidden strength within ourselves. Before we get to the first principle, my advice is that you watch until the end and do not miss any important principle, since one of these principles could be the key to changing your life forever. Are you ready to change by watching this video until the end and not missing any principle? Leave a commitment. I accept the challenge, and let's move on to rule number 1, reward. Rewarding oneself in the journey of exploring ourselves and the world around us, we cannot avoid difficulties and challenges. It is then when Stoicism, with its deep philosophy, guides us not only to overcome these challenges, but also to find meaning and joy in the process. As Epictetus said, "Do not wish for things to be as you want, but want them to be as they are." One of the methods that Stoicism suggests is to reward oneself not by indulging in fleeting pleasures, but rather as a way to recognize and commemorate efforts and progress. Life is not about completely rejecting pleasures, but about self-mastery, where happiness does not depend on external conditions, but on self-regulation. As Marcus Aurelius affirmed, the happiness of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts. Rewarding oneself in this context should not be with extravagant rewards, but rather reflections of genuine and useful progress for personal development. The wisdom in Stoicism is not just a deep understanding of the world around you, but also using reason to make the right decisions according to personal values and principles. As Seneca said, life, if you know how to use it well, is long. When rewarding yourself, ask yourself, does this reward truly reflect the progress and understanding I have achieved? Does it reflect my efforts and contributions? Emotional management in Stoicism is not about suppressing emotions, but understanding and confronting them rationally. Rewarding oneself is an opportunity to recognize and value the positive emotions we experience as part of the process of understanding and personal development. Instead of focusing solely on the results, Stoicism encourages us to value the process and personal efforts, The real rewards come not only from achieving goals, but from recognizing and honoring the first steps we have taken, from realizing and accepting that we have done our best. As Epictetus said, do not expect events to happen as you wish. Decide to want them to happen as they happen, and your life will be happy. Stoicism is not about avoiding challenges, but about facing and accepting them. Rewarding oneself in this context is not just about recognizing results, but also celebrating progress, no matter how small, on the journey of facing and overcoming difficulties. Consider the example of an artist who has dedicated a lifetime to perfecting their drawing skills. As Epictetus said, first learn to be an artist and do what you are. Each painting they create is not just a work of art, but also a step in their journey of self-discovery and self-appreciation. Music. They do not observe its material value, but also the creative process, moments of perseverance, and the self-discipline to resist distractions and focus on their work. As Marcus Aurelius said, excellence is not a skill, it is an attitude. This artist may start by observing the simple beauties of everyday life, from the delicate details of a blooming flower to the majestic landscapes of nature. However, to translate these images into vibrant and emotionally evocative artworks, they have had to invest thousands of hours perfecting every stroke, every movement of the golden pen over the white canvas. Each painting is not just the result of effort and perseverance, but also a testimony of continuous self-discovery and relentless creativity. As Seneca said, there is no favorable wind for the sailor who does not know what port they are heading to. When they complete a work, they not only observe the final product on the canvas, but also reflect on the creation process, moments of emotional immersion as they delve into their thoughts and awareness. They have learned to control their emotions and maximize their focus on their work, from eliminating irrelevant distractions to creating a peaceful space for their souls to roam freely. This journey is not just about creating works of art, but also about exploring more deeply within themselves and the world around them. Seneca once said, "It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare, it is because we do not dare that they are difficult." This emphasizes that challenges are not barriers, but opportunities to challenge and reward ourselves. As Marcus Aurelius said, our life is what our thoughts make of it. Rewarding oneself in Stoic philosophy is not just about receiving material rewards, but also about recognizing and celebrating one's own efforts and progress. It is a way to trick the brain not by deceiving it to seek short-term pleasure, but by directing it towards valuing and focusing on long-term progress and development. It helps us not only to face difficulties, but also to find meaning and happiness in the process. We often encounter difficult tasks and seemingly unachievable goals. So let us learn to accept and overcome these challenges by never seeing them as too big or too far away. What is the secret? Divide them into small steps and achieve them more easily. This is not just a strategy, it is a philosophy of life that helps us progress every day and fight towards our ultimate goals with perseverance and courage. As Epictetus said, "It is not what happens to you, but how you react that matters." Small steps, this second chapter, leads us to the first question about how a small step can become a breakthrough in your life. In the process of learning a foreign language, applying small steps can be an effective method for reaching your goals. Imagine you want to speak Spanish fluently. Initially, this task may seem insurmountable given the amount of vocabulary and communication skills required. However, starting by learning one vocabulary word a day can be an essential step. For example, today you decide to learn the word love. Tomorrow you continue with the word hope. Small steps like these not only help you access vocabulary every day, but also contribute to building confidence and a sense of accomplishment. After a few weeks of taking these small steps, you will begin to notice that you can use the vocabulary you have learned to create simple sentences, and, with patience and effort, it will become easier for you to write short paragraphs or communicate more confidently in Spanish. Through this experience, you will realize that today's small steps can lead to major advances in your future. The feeling of excitement at seeing your progress and your ability to communicate flexibly and confidently in the language you are learning will be a great motivator to continue your learning journey. As Seneca said, "It is better to cultivate virtue in secret than to flaunt it publicly and fruitlessly." This reminds us that every small step toward mastering a foreign language, although invisible to others, has intrinsic value that contributes to our personal growth. Accepting and facing challenges not as a barrier, but as a step toward personal growth and bigger goals. Epicurus believed that challenges are not meant to be surrendered to, but are an opportunity to demonstrate and leverage inner strength. By applying the 2-minute rule, we not only diminish fear, but also create opportunities to feel progress, no matter how small. It's not just about feeling better, but about building a solid foundation for autonomy, patience, and ultimately, success. When we start with small steps, we not only overcome fear, but also create a chain of successes, each step building confidence in ourselves and our abilities. According to Marcus Aurelius, the happiness of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts. This urges us to cultivate positive and persevering thoughts as we face the challenges of learning a new language, recognizing that each small step brings us closer to our goals. This is the essence of Stoic philosophy, not to avoid challenges, but to face and conquer them through patience and self-control. When you look back on your journey, what do you see? Can you find pride in every small step you have taken, knowing that each step is part of a larger process toward growth and deeper self-knowledge? This is the strength of small steps, a solid strategy for tackling difficult tasks. Have you ever wondered if what you are doing truly reflects who you are, or if your daily actions lead you to the best version of yourself? These are questions each of us needs to face and find answers to. Stoic philosophy not only teaches us how to accept and overcome challenges, but also guides us to live a meaningful life where each action is not just an immediate action, but an expression of deeper, essential values. We explore together how to turn each decision and action into an integral part of the journey toward finding our true selves. Align your identity with your actions. Aligning with actions is an extremely important aspect and one of the determining factors for personal success and development. This not only requires us to change our perception of ourselves and our actions, but also demands that we build and maintain a deep connection between our values and goals with our daily actions. We often find ourselves trapped in a state of conflict, where what we do does not reflect the values and goals we aspire to achieve. This is often manifested through inconsistency between words and actions when we set high goals but do not truly act to achieve them. This can lead to feelings of doubt and disappointment towards oneself. However, according to the philosophy of "we can trick our minds to propel action," creating and maintaining a new self that is consistent with our values and goals. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, "Do not worry about things that are not in your power to change or control. Worry only about those over which you have control and can act." This quote highlights the importance of focusing on our actions and decisions rather than worrying about what is outside our control. By focusing on what we can do, we can align our actions with our values and goals. By focusing on performing small, consistent, and patient actions, we can build positive habits and see clear progress towards our goals. An effective method for aligning with actions is to create a specific and detailed plan for achieving our goals instead of just setting a vague and uncertain goal. Broken down into small and specific steps, we establish deadlines for each step and specific actions to take. In this way, we can create a clear map and plan to continue progressing and achieving our goals. As the Stoic philosopher Seneca said, "Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity." This quote underscores the importance of planning and preparation for success. By creating a detailed and specific plan, we prepare to seize the opportunities that come our way, thus aligning our actions with our goals. Imagine a person named Anna. Anna realized that she was leading an unhealthy and sedentary life and wanted to make changes to improve her health. Instead of simply telling herself that she was going to start exercising and eating healthy, Anna decided to create a specific and realistic plan. In the words of the Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius, "The power of a man lies in his mind, not in his body." This quote reminds us that true strength resides in our minds and our decisions, not in our external circumstances. Anna demonstrated this strength by taking control of her life and creating a plan to improve her health, thus aligning her actions with her goals. In the process of executing our plans, patience and consistency are key to maintaining motivation and continuing to progress. Sometimes we may encounter failures and challenges along the way, but what matters most is that we never give up and always be patient with ourselves. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, "Perseverance is more effective than strength." This quote reminds us of the importance of perseverance and determination in the pursuit of our goals. By being patient and consistent in our efforts, we can overcome any obstacle that stands in our way and achieve our goals. Additionally, seeing tangible progress in the implementation of our plan is also an important factor in maintaining motivation. When we see the results of our efforts and hard work, we feel encouraged to continue pursuing our passions and commitments. As the Stoic philosopher Seneca said, "Happiness is achieving what you desire and desiring what you have." This quote reminds us of the importance of appreciating the progress we have made and finding joy in our actions and achievements. By recognizing and celebrating our progress, we can stay motivated and focused on achieving our goals. Finally, to align ourselves with action, we need to have a realistic and practical approach to changing our behaviors and thoughts, instead of seeking miraculous solutions or trying to change everything at once. Let's focus on small and specific steps to take daily to progress. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, "First tell yourself what you will be, and then do what you have to do." This quote reminds us of the importance of having clarity about our goals and values before taking steps to achieve them. By aligning our actions with our vision of ourselves, we can create a clear path to success and personal fulfillment. You have now reached the halfway mark of the video. I congratulate you for trying to become a better version of yourself, and I also humbly ask you to leave a comment, as it helps my channel immensely. If you do not know what to comment, just write "mind over body" so I know you reached this far. And don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. Also, I've linked some books on Stoicism that helped me become the man I am today, and will also help you achieve a Stoic mindset. Thus, aligning with action is not just a process, but also a philosophy of life that we can apply to our daily lives. By consistently taking actions aligned with our values and goals, we can create a new, strong, and successful self and achieve the goals we desire in life. Feel free to share your thoughts on aligning with action, the importance of patience and consistency in achieving goals. Do you have any experiences or thoughts on how to apply these principles to your daily life? Share them in the comments below, so we can learn and grow together. The preparation. Let's explore the story of someone who loves to write named Jack, but always feels hesitant and fearful in front of the blank screen of his computer. He starts by turning on his computer, preparing a hot cup of coffee, and opening a new document. Jack does not tell himself that he will write a perfect piece from the beginning. Instead, he simply prepares his workspace, creates the atmosphere, and allocates time for his mind to create freely, and in that process, the words gradually begin to flow. Although they may not be perfect at first, he has embarked on his journey. Through the story of Jack, being prepared is not just a step to achieve a goal, but also a form of soul training. It is a way to face and overcome hesitation or fear in the face of difficult challenges. Through preparation, we not only prepare ourselves materially, but also mentally, ready to face and conquer the goals set. As Seneca, one of the most famous Stoic philosophers, said, "The secret of preparation is that the more you prepare, the less fear you will have." This reflection reminds us that preparation not only equips us with the necessary tools to face challenges, but also diminishes our doubts and fears. Now reflect on a goal you have been postponing. Do you feel fear or hesitation? What would happen if you started by being prepared? Through preparation, we not only face challenges more easily, but also discover ourselves and the mental strength we possess. When you start preparing for a task, you have initiated the process of conquering it. This is not just a step toward completing the task, but also toward personal development. So, how will you prepare for your next goal? What changes will you make in your preparation process to increase your chances of success? Stoic philosophy is not just a system of ideas, but also a way of life, a way to face and conquer each challenge with patience, determination, and courage. By being prepared, we not only master our goals but also ourselves, transcending limitations and expanding our potential. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, "Preparation is the best means of security." This idea highlights the importance of preparation not only for achieving external goals, but also for strengthening our inner peace. By being prepared, we cultivate confidence in our abilities and become more capable of facing the challenges that come our way. When we begin with preparation, we open the door of possibility, embracing each challenge with bravery and perseverance. We often forget an important factor in the journey of facing and overcoming difficulties: joy. Joy is not a luxury or an unnecessary aspect, but an essential part of the process of cultivating willpower and inner strength. But how do we find joy in this life when we feel burdened and, at times, seemingly impossible? Stoic philosophy teaches us that by accepting and facing the realities of life, controlling what is within our capabilities and letting go of what is beyond our reach, we can find peace and happiness. The greatest reward is discovering that when we focus on enjoying the process and seeking joy in each step, even the most challenging obstacles become easier and more enjoyable. Focus on enjoying. Joy is often not considered as the ultimate destination or supreme goal toward which we strive to achieve. However, we cannot deny that incorporating joy into every step of the journey towards our goals not only makes the journey easier, but also enhances the resilience and excellence within each of us. Stoic philosophy, with its profound lessons on self-acceptance and self-control in the face of adversity, also emphasizes the importance of seeking and cultivating joy in each individual effort. As Epictetus might have said, happiness does not depend on obtaining what you want, but on appreciating what you have. This hypothetical phrase highlights the idea of finding satisfaction in the present and valuing what we already have. A classic example of this is the journey of learning a new language, a challenging task for anyone. especially when faced with initial barriers such as memorizing vocabulary, complex grammar, and various pronunciation rules. Feelings of stagnation and discouragement can quickly set in if we only see the burden without finding joy in the process. However, by creating a flexible and enjoyable learning environment, such as integrating learning through songs, watching movies in the target language, or even engaging in real-life conversations with native speakers, we not only refresh ourselves, but also significantly improve our linguistic skills. As Seneca said, "Life is like a play. It does not matter how long it lasts, but how it is performed." This metaphor urges us to embrace the process and find pleasure in it, instead of obsessing over the final outcome. Thus, the lesson learned is that when we know how to seek and appreciate moments of joy in the learning process, no matter how discouraging the challenges may be, they are no longer fearsome. Epicurus, one of the pillars of Stoic philosophy, shared a powerful perspective on facing challenges. It is not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Through this statement, he emphasizes the power of attitude and response in every situation in life. He teaches us that regardless of the circumstances, seeking and clinging to joy helps us overcome all difficulties more positively. As Marcus Aurelius said, "The happiness of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts." This quote underscores the importance of cultivating a positive mindset, even in the midst of challenges. Facing a challenge, no matter how big or small, can become much easier if we know how to trick our brain by finding joy in each step. By doing so, we not only reduce the feeling of pressure, but also improve work efficiency, thus achieving better results. As Alex Lowe, a renowned climber, once said, "The best climber in the world is the one who has the most fun." This reminds us that it is not necessarily who achieves the most success, but who knows how to enjoy every moment, every step in the process of conquering new goals, who truly wins. Applying this principle not only in sports or studies, but in every aspect of life, from work to relationships and personal development, will help us not only overcome each challenge, but also find satisfaction and happiness in every journey. Life through the prism of joy and optimism becomes more valuable and meaningful than ever. In our journey through challenges and difficulties, we have together reached the conclusion, exploring how to trick our brains into overcoming obstacles by applying the philosophy of perseverance to our daily lives. But this is just the beginning of the road to self-improvement. Let's ask ourselves how we can apply these lessons to other aspects of life. How can we transform perseverance into inner strength that helps us overcome any challenge at any time and place? Remember that each small step we take today is part of a larger journey toward inner freedom and happiness. Therefore, each story, each lesson you share, and each question you ask not only helps yourself but also inspires our community to grow. Are you ready to face and conquer the next challenges? Now, if any part of this message has been helpful to you, leave us your like and comment, helping the algorithm recommend it to someone who needs it at this time. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss new videos, and if you look through the videos we've already uploaded, you're sure to find something to take with you. Have a good day.